Biz?
Are we live?
I think we're live, and I knew it this time. I messed up last time, so I had to fix my mistake. But welcome.
Yeah, you did.
Welcome back to the Chiclets Cup. What a night we have in store. It is fueled by DEVOUR frozen foods. Biz, do you know how good this food is? No,
Yeah,
Biz, do you know? The white cheddar mac and cheese?
I had one last episode. You were here.
You didn't even understand, though, the buffalo chicken mac.
Oh,
Dude,
I never had
don't
that
even
one.
get me going. Don't even get me going. So we're in for a very special night because round one was fantastic. Bennington put a beating on Colin Blackwell, his virtual self, still in the hospital. Unfortunate events. Who could have seen it coming? This week, we got to go over the tournament rules real quick. Sorry, I get ahead of myself. We got a best of three series, right? 4-minute periods. They go by pretty quick. The loser's done. See ya. We already know who that is probably tonight. The winner does advance to the next round. Bennington's into round two. That's what he does, Stanley Cup champ. You must play as the team you play for if you are in the NHL. You must play as the exact same team the entire tournament that you picked the first game. The championship will be the Xbox winner versus the PS4 winner, and each matchup will be announced at 2 p.m. the day of the game. We got Tuesday nights, 8 p.m., Friday nights, 8 p.m., 2 p.m., Tuesday, Fridays. We're here. We're getting you the guests. So we're going to bring those guys in right now.
You mind if I chime in quickly? And
yeah,
I will say,
good to say.
Well, that's debatable. I was a little nervous during the first one. I didn't know what to expect, right? And I'd be guilty of it too. Playing and also talking at the same time would be very difficult. Doing two things at once for men is very difficult, but we are not going to have that problem today. And we're going to introduce our first guest, and we're going to send it over to basically the Sidney Crosby of NHL 20.
Ooh, we're talking about Nasher. Hey, and Nasher, this is what I said to somebody. Yeah, this guy, he's sponsored by Bauer. He said, what team does he play for? I said, he doesn't. He's just the face of the hockey gaming community. That's his team. So you're sponsored by Bauer as a gamer. You're the best in the world. On the other hand, we got, there he is, rocking his hometown Pittsburgh Pirates lid. Carolina Hurricanes super skilled forward, Vincent Trochek. Troch and I played a little together in the minors in San Antonio. We'll get into that throughout the stream. We got a couple stories to go over there. He's a golf nut as well, so get used to that if you're at home and you don't like golf.
He's the one who locked Markstrom in the bus.
I don't know. You might have been called up for that.
No, I was there. Right. I was there for that.
So the issue we talked about beforehand, we'll get into it, is if you want to set the line for this, Nasher versus Troch, who just recently 5 days ago got an Xbox, it would be like setting the line. Who's going to snap it tape to tape better, Ryan Whitney or Paul Bissonnette? Or it's a minus 4,500 favorite.
The fact you used me as an example there, I thought you were going to go to you and Riggsy on the golf course. That would have been a better example instead of throwing me under the bus, Whit.
I just thought tape to tape was just so money. Either way, you know I love you, Biz. All right, so guys, what teams you guys going with here? Besides, obviously, we know Troch, you got to be with Carolina.
I got stuck with the Columbus Blue Jackets, which, I mean, let's look at their lineup. This is kind of half an AHL team right now. Just throwing it out there.
Stuck.
That's shade.
They got two of the best young goalies in the league.
Wait, you think their lineup's that bad? I think they're in the playoffs
well,
right now.
Well, no, with the injuries and everything right now, the overalls in the game. I'm not saying we have a great lineup.
Look at this
in real
backpedal
life.
job right here going.
Yeah. Great lineup in real life. When it comes to game, I have a 79 overall on my first line, boys.
All right, so what is the top overall in the game? I can ask you all the questions. Who's the number one player? McDavid?
McDavid's got it, yeah.
And he's a 97, I'm guessing?
I think he's up to only a 94. They kind of stray away from going with those high overalls. Gretzky's in the game. He's a 99. And Lemieux's 99.
You got to have the great one. All right, so we're going 2 out of 3, we said, and the 4-minute
you got to pick Bennington last time, and you got to pick first, and he ended up winning 2-0. Colin Blackwell was Brutski. I think him getting hurt in like the first shift of the game with his own character kind of threw him off a little bit, but no excuses, play like a champion. I'm gonna pick Nasher. Now, are we gonna play it fair on the betting side of it, where we are gonna give a little bit of a leeway on the goal total?
Here's what we're gonna do. You owe me 50 from last week's win, so. This game, since you have Nasher, if Nasher wins, you get your 50 back. If Troch wins, you owe me 10,000.
Okay. Now Nasher, Nasher,
fair.
how confident
Nasher,
are
what's
you?
your Venmo? We can figure this out.
Yeah, I think we can make this work here, Whit. I'd say I'm at about a 99.8% confidence level right now here, Biz.
All right, you guys
I
got to
think
pick
you're
some
safe
jerseys here.
If you can lock me in the victory and get back my $50 from last stream,
Yep.
I'll get you a DEVOUR gift card. We can
I
call
can
it
get you.
even.
I can get you on board with that. All right.
All right, love you,
His 20
Nasher.
promo code.
You guys have a jersey preference for me here? You like the old school unis or what? Like the bright greens?
Oh, yeah, get the cannon.
I like that. I like the cannon.
The can. All right, I got you.
The cannon knocked my eardrum through my brain one night when I gave up 7 and crashed into Flurry, and then the clip went viral when I recently brought it up.
It gives me a heart attack every time.
Oh, I love it.
All right, what unis are you going with here, Vinny?
I think I got to be Hartford, right?
Yes.
I would agree.
Troch,
Yes.
are you gonna bump yourself up to the first line? Does that have to happen before the game? Or are you comfortable with where you were at and slotted in before this all happened?
No, I wouldn't disrespect Aho like that.
Troch, Blackwell, that beauty. He had to put himself in the lineup because he was scratched.
He had to go to the ECHL version of the game to call himself up. We had to wait a couple hours for the wire actually to go through. We had to put a couple calls into the league.
They had to free agent sign him. That took a couple weeks after college ended.
Yeah, we got him though.
So what's going on here?
I'm trying to find the jersey. I can't find it.
Oh, well, it's not even popping up. On
Good
our
start
screen
for
that
us,
you're going
Nasher. This guy doesn't
I know, right?
Jersey.
Doesn't have the.
No, I
unis.
got it.
They should be on there. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever had DEVOUR. Oh, did I tell you how good it is? All right, Biz, 10,000 to me, or we're even if Nasher wins.
Sure.
And if this gets out of hand, I said you should just pound it on him, Nasher. Like, don't. We're not doing.
I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna be fancy. I'll try to go for some nice goals here, but at the end of the day, like we're looking to put up 20 minimum.
I'm looking forward to this.
I know
Last
you're
time we saw that was
that.
Werenski putting it up on Grinnell, who's actually behind the scenes right now. He's too embarrassed to show his face.
Yeah, Werenski put up 20 on him as well. That's disappointing there,
All right, I'll let you have the call, Whit.
Let's go.
All right, well, we're at Nationwide Arena. I believe it's Nation. How about I remember that it's Nationwide Arena? This place is rocking. The Columbus Blue Jackets, who Nasher immediately dogged when he picked as his team, is the home team favorite. Here we go. Dubois snapping it back.
You thinking a first shot, first goal kind of thing here?
I don't know how to take a face off. That's not a good start.
You just flick down on the right analog stick.
Oh, he stole
right,
from you. He stole from you.
Oh,
that's a winner.
Referee.
Big on the trips. Big on the trip.
Sid?
Come on. I'm just going to try to play some good D here. Good D.
There we go. Turnover City.
I'm not freezing the pasta. Fucking.
So what's
Nasher,
your?
How old are you, Nasher?
I am 25.
D to D, tape to tape, Weta.
And at what? Like, what age were you the best video game player, or was it starting at age 8? Because I had one buddy who was the best player at everything.
To be honest, I started playing Chell like NHL 98. So when I was 4 years old, I got into it. And pretty much every single year, man, bought the game. That's all I would play growing up. So
you must have like
just first, holy.
Good D there, Nasher. Like it. Clog up the middle, just like Torts likes it.
Vinny, Vinny's not bad at D, man.
Don't be shy to dump one in, Nasher. Put it right
Vinny's
in the corner,
a gamer, dude. This guy
was talking himself down before the stream. Like, he's actually not playing bad at all.
I got
he's a honey badger
right now.
Troch, I did hear that you were pretty good at this game. Was it usually on PS4?
No. I haven't had a game console since I was like
so that was just 15. A phantom line by the Carolina PR department. I love the Hurricanes just telling us that we're dealing with like a professional gamer that hasn't played in 3 years.
Yeah, nice to put me on the spot like that.
Puck possession's huge here right now, Nasher. Maybe just throw in a couple cycles there, tire out their back end. You got to invest early.
It only takes one. Oh, Trochek's got the
You want me to just fire pucks low for rebounds here, Biz? Or like, what do you kind
pass
of think?
off.
Oh, wow, he ripped one off the bar.
Oh, we got a wicked delay here. Oh, Troch. So is it still now? I'm gonna sound like such an idiot, but I don't know much about this, and I haven't played in such a long time. Is the one timer still just like guaranteed if you can get the open 1T goal?
Yeah, the one timer is always the go-to. Like if you have a 2-on-1 or a
no.
2-on-0, it's pretty much a guaranteed goal if you get a good chance with it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a penalty.
I think it's been that way since like NHL '94, man. That's just how it is.
Yeah. And it's
Roddy's
so
not happy with that.
It's the worst feeling when you see it coming and you know that it's gonna work. Goal against. That was like
Right.
me on the ice in my career, just a living nightmare.
Shout out Man Smoke, Brady Shea.
Big first
Brady
kill for you
Shea.
here.
Rocket in the box here. Get the ladies on the glass excited.
I got no worries right now. Come on. Jordo's on the ice. PK specialist.
Well, like you just wait it out.
Oh, look at that. Just smart.
That's great.
Just
That's
keep the fuck
great
out of the
hockey
net.
right there. I love that.
Oh,
Biz, how you
cool.
following the puck with the shades on? Is it not bad?
Great. I'm really confident with my shades on. It's kind of the PFT effect. I get in my zone here.
Yeah.
No friends out there. I'm actually shocked that we haven't seen a goal yet. I mean, I don't think we're going to be putting up a 20 spot at this point.
I know. I actually thought it was going to be
I thought-
30 nothing.
Hey, long game here. Relax.
Nasher,
baby.
don't let them lull you into this. Don't give them the torch
Uh-oh.
treatment.
This guy's a poke check machine right now, dude.
That's the only button I know.
Yeah.
Drinking a bottle of Opus One, already celebrating.
Nasher, how many hours a day are you streaming and stuff?
Dude, the last 2 weeks I was doing we had a charity stream rolling. And I think I was live 3 to 5 hours every single day for the last 2 weeks, pretty much. Something around there.
Oh, no.
We got to get you to work on those draws a little bit, I think.
You'd think centermen like myself would be decent at them. Haven't won one.
I wanted to ask
what a
Coach
pick.
how the new team was getting adjusted, meeting all the new guys.
It's awesome here. The guys are great. Roddy's incredible. Like,
How jacked-
unbelievable coach. Most
How
jacked.
jacked
he's
is
been
that
on.
guy?
He's more jacked than any player I've ever played with.
Trainers putting needles in his ass when you walk in the morning. This guy's just throwing the weight around.
Weight vest
Troch,
on.
So, are you seeing him throw up weight in the gym? Like, is he benching and squatting and stuff?
He's got like an insane workout regimen, and he's there before everybody, and he's got a weight vest on, doing it all.
Behind
Hey.
the bench during games with the weight vest on.
Like,
Was it was it you asking him earlier about the fact that their whole team golfs?
Oh, I know Brady Shea's an absolute stick. I didn't know the whole
Stick.
team golfs. They do?
oh yeah, I bet we got. If you put us up against anybody in the league, I think our team's probably got the most talented golfers.
Okay. Biz has like gotten to my brain because I'm thinking an opportunity here, Biz. Where we
Oh,
get
yeah.
the best five NHL golfers, and it's a legit 31 team tournament in the summer.
Let's
Thank
bring
you.
Bring it to the Bahamas where Ricky Fowler and those guys go play. What's the place called?
Albany. I think that place. No, Albany's one of them, and Baker's Bay's the other. But that place got crushed in that hurricane. I believe like 3
That
or
was
4 years
nice.
it's going to take. I heard that could be
Oh.
off, but
Oh,
that move was insane.
There it is. We
That
finally
place-
got one on the board.
Attaboy Nasher.
It took a 5-on-3. If he stays out of the box, I think we got a close game here.
Hey Nasher, is there any
It's
way to
close,
do
and he's 1-0.
any way to do a storm surge on them, but do it with the Columbus players once we spank them on home ice here?
He's
Maybe
not,
give them a
dude.
little.
The only team that can do the surge is the Canes, man. Unfortunately,
What are your
Right.
thoughts on it?
I actually like it a lot, man. I'm a big fan of it. I think we need more stuff like that in the league.
Troch, were you able to get any of those at home on home ice?
No, we were on the. Well, I played 2 home games, and then we went on the road for 2 weeks, and we lost both the home games, so I didn't participate in the storm surge.
So when did they pick the theme of it? Would it be after the game quickly, or do you guys establish it before the games?
Before, fuck me, Nasher.
Uh-oh.
Before the
We're
game.
buzzing.
Floodgates are open. That's why I started asking Troach questions,
One-timer.
Nasher. Think I'm stupid?
One-timer.
Think I want to give Whit 10K? I got to
like
call my
that.
financial advisor after this if I got to give him 10K.
No, I started thinking like I'm going to get 10K out of this kid. Troch is an undercover sleeper.
Give me some time. It's a best of 3. Like, I got time. If I can figure out how to score, I mean, now I'm fucked. This is insane.
The floodgates
now.
are kind of opened up here a little bit.
Yeah. That
Unfortunately.
was nice of you to like give me a couple of minutes there to have an easy game.
So what do you think? You just figured him out, or you're just Troch? Well, what the hell just happened? I mean, this is like
No, he just decided to turn it on. He was just
No.
nice for the first couple minutes.
I don't think I've changed anything. I think it's all in him.
You think? Maybe I'm
Yep.
talking too much.
Maybe that is it.
what size TV are you streaming this on, or computer screen?
Me?
Nasher.
I just got a little like a 24-inch. You gotta have it smaller so you can see the whole screen. If it's if like
That's a
some people
gamer
are,
thing. I've heard that.
dude, some
What?
people are playing on projectors and stuff, and it's like when you're dealing like you're looking, your neck's gonna hurt when you're looking straight up. Like I'm just looking straight at my screen. I can see everything going on. That's what
I
you
got an
need.
80-inch. Sick brag.
Is your lighting special in there too, Nasher? You look like you're kind of like in a purple room there.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the purple vibes. I can change the color or whatever, whatever we're feeling. What like we can go some red and greens for Christmas or whatever it may be.
Maybe some yellow for Chiclets.
Motherfucker, I got
Maybe.
to win one draw.
Biz,
Yeah.
you didn't know he games in an infrared sauna.
Oh,
Yeah, good
You
pick.
are-
you're legit.
You're a clown. Hey, so we never got the answer. We got cut off because I think you were pulling the puck out of your net there, Trochek. You guys decide the storm surges before the games.
Yeah.
So who picks it? Is it go guy to guy?
It's like a universal thing, kind of. Like someone comes up with ideas.
Are there ideas that are going around where like guys like you're nuts?
Usually there's just like sometimes they're a little offsides. Like, okay, we can't do that because, it's on national TV and stuff. So,
Like the Joe Thornton 4-goal Sally?
yeah.
You have any ideas you've came up with it? Yeah, like is there anything coming up that we can expect once
No.
the season resumes? No.
I was legitimately there. My first game, I was there I had to practice and then I played my first game. So it wasn't like I was just going to come in and be like, hey, we should do this.
Right.
You're like, hey guys, one night in Florida,
boys,
I had an idea.
If I do,
I have a great idea for your next storm surge.
The
Oh,
Chris,
jeez.
the Chris
This
Pronger,
is
the Chris Pronger routine. Get in there a week, just change everything up. Hey, Rod the Bod comes into his office. You're like, yeah, I wasn't crazy about the desk over there in that corner. I kind of. My wife watches a lot of HGTV, so we kind of flipped it around here. Good joke, Biz.
cricket.
Go.
I'm watching this.
Not even a sympathy laugh. Thanks, guys.
Some people in the
No, I
comments
laughed
are
when I
chirping me
was
for
watching
scoring only
something.
cross crease this year, and I'm kind of getting sick of it. So
Whenever
I think
they
it's
first announced that we were playing against each other, that's all I heard was you were going to force a bunch of backdoor passes, and I can't stop
I
it
mean,
anyway, so
look,
it
you
doesn't
just
really
gotta
matter.
you just got to do what you got to do
Did you
to
just
put
pull
it
a
in the net.
Datsuk with a
I-
fucking 3-on-1?
I tried to, yeah.
Oh, that was So, how often is there a special move button like there used to be, or am I way off here?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
there's a move button. I figured it out today, but I'm not very good at it.
yeah, you just hit LB and then
Evidently.
you can do like I don't know. There's probably like 10-ish deeks in the game that you can pull off.
Like
And you
this
have
one?
all 10 down, right?
Yeah.
Father. Give it to Spetchy. Ooh.
Oh, that's a good shot.
I was hoping to open up to some fan questions, and I'm
Well,
gonna
actually,
figure.
Nasher, I got a fan question for Nasher. What was your breakthrough moment where you started getting really popular and doing this?
So when I went to college, I ended up actually having to have a couple hip surgeries. It wasn't like a tragic accident or anything, just like some hip problems that happened through hockey as I grew up. So I ended up kind of switching over to doing like gaming more full time when that happened. I was just doing like real life hockey stuff kind of before that. And then eventually it just got to the point where once I graduated, I got a job at the Wendy's headquarters. I was there for like maybe 6 months or so. And my YouTube channel started to take off to the point where I was like at work, just like thinking about the next video that I would make. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's when I was like, you know what? It's probably time to just make that jump, give this a try, and try to do it full time.
Good for you, man. I mean, it's not that easy to make that decision. You just said, "All right, I'm all in."
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what you have to do when it comes to this stuff. Like, it's tough to say like how your content's going to take off when you devote 100%
Yep.
of your time to it.
Well, I wanted to ask: Did you see it? Did you see it getting as big as it is now? when you first started?
No, I mean, no, absolutely not. When I started, like, my first video was 2012 when like gaming on YouTube was kind of just getting started. Going into it, I just did it for fun. Like, I didn't expect to ever make $1 off of YouTube, and here we are. It's like, my full-time living.
That's awesome. We actually have a fan question here. This one's from, let me get it, from Charlie. Who's the douchebag with the sunglasses?
It's a good question. I was actually wondering that myself.
That's my Insta account.
Oh, actually, there's another one here. Fan question for Nasher. Who's your favorite Columbus Blue Jacket?
I'm a big Zach Werenski fan. Me and him started gaming last summer quite a bit. So we actually been taking on like kind of different guys from around the league and have kind of a dream team going in the ESHL that we roll.
He's sick.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best players that I've played in terms of like actual NHL players that play this game. I think he is definitely one of the best, if not the best.
Does he have his own channel?
He does. He streamed Fortnite on it a couple times. I don't think he's ever streamed Chell at all, but I keep telling him he has to try to get into it since now a lot of the guys are.
And that dude's gonna make $100 million. What does he care? Like, it's not like some guy that may
not
not
if Torts has anything to say about it.
What?
Not if Torts has anything to say about it.
Yeah, that was incredible, Troch. You remember when he was like maybe you heard hold out and Torts like, he better not fucking hold out.
Sign next day.
Tough position.
That
RFA roll, it just kills guys.
Nasher, I got another question.
What's up?
What do you do after a 5-hour stream to like unwind and like, I don't know, like get out of the game?
You got to do the Bennington, stretch your thumbs.
Yeah. No, so me and my buds, we go out and play roller hockey 3 to 4 times a week. Obviously not during the lockdown, but once all this is up, I'm doing like something hockey related, whether it's gaming or going out and playing roller hockey or whatever. Probably like 8 hours a day. It's just like,
good for you.
Just what I enjoy doing.
This one's a little bit weird. It says, which NHLer do you think you could take in a fight? And that's going to Nasher. Do you think you can beat up anyone in the NHL? Maybe Mitchie Marner.
Dude, I don't think I can beat up anyone. Give me like Nathan Gerby, maybe. That might be my only shot.
Oh, Gerby's a brick shithouse. He's gonna come to your house.
I know.
He's gonna show up at your door now.
I at least have the length on him,
It was
like obviously he'd murder me, but
anybody, I think.
Nathan Gerby, if I had to guess right now, could do 417 push-ups. Like right now, if you just
he's a unit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna bench press your door open and then come down into your gaming lair.
Use the Jersey jab, Nasher. That's all I used to do in my NHL career.
Yeah, exactly.
From really getting beat up.
That's all I got, man.
So are you playing in like professional tournaments and stuff? Like are there it's like like league wise and all that? Because I know esports is becoming enormous. I just don't know much about it.
Yeah, so the teams have a lot of the teams have started running their own tournaments. So the Capitals did like a big 6-on-6 kind of a season that lasted a couple months. And then I think like half the league had some sort of tourney that they did this year. So yeah, I'll play in those, and then I'm a color commentator for like the big NHL one, the Gaming World Championship. So yeah, I play in
not a bad gig. You're
playing
like
as much
Tony
as I
Romo.
can, man. Yeah, exactly, dude. We got to fly out to Vegas last year, and we were at the awards, and it's literally a dream, man. Cannot beat it.
Well, especially for where it's taken off. I mean, I saw you at the All-Star game. So basically any big event you're going to. What about the draft?
I haven't heard about the draft yet, but I'd imagine, man, they're trying to get me out to between like Bauer and the NHL. They're trying to get me out to as much as they can, just like get content out and hang with the guys and make some stuff. So,
Troch, I got to go back over to you. Were you surprised when you got dealt? I know that's a bit of a serious question on the stream here, but that was a weird one, a head scratcher for us anyway.
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, it got to the point in Florida where I thought I was going to spend my whole career there. And obviously, new coaching staff, everything gets a little different. And me and Cornwall didn't exactly see eye to eye. Not about, I mean, he's obviously a great coach, great guy, and it just we didn't fit very well together. So it kind of seemed like it might go that way. And then I never truly believed it until about 2 days before the deadline. And we were playing against Vegas, and things started to go south, and then it kind of just went real quick from there.
Yeah, you can kind of sense like whatever there's rumors, but then when it's like probably about to go down. You start really like you hear from your agent that he's hearing stuff. I mean,
right?
Exactly. But dude, you went through that injury, man. That was brutal to watch. And you came back way sooner than I expected. It takes a while, like after serious injuries, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I came back sooner than I probably should have. And
yeah, it's just
I was sitting there for so long. Like, I mean, it was a pretty serious injury, and I was out 2.5 months, and the team started doing like kind of. They weren't winning very much, and we were still in a spot where we could make the playoffs if we like turned it on towards the end of the season. So I'm like, I really want to get back. I want to help the team. And it wasn't like our training staff was trying to force me back or anything. It was just more me forcing their hand, and they let me come back, and it was painful for the first little while, and I didn't have like that extra step that I felt like I normally did in speed majority of my game. So that didn't help. And yeah, and then this year I broke my leg in the beginning of the year again. So it was like just all compounded.
I know. I don't
Same one?
No, there was a game in Nashville earlier in the year, and Ryan Ellis lined up a 1T, and I blocked it with my other leg, and it didn't break. It wasn't nearly as bad as the one that happened last year, but I cracked my tibia.
A hairline fracture, is that what they call it in the medical field?
It wasn't a hairline fracture. It was I think they called it a green stick fracture. So it's like the side of your bone is just basically a chunk taken out of it.
Well, the good news is you weren't part of the worst trade in NHL history like Ryan Whitney, where Kunitz went on to win 20 Stanley Cups after he got traded to Pittsburgh.
Hey, Troch, you know for a fact that hockey fans don't appreciate guys always come back too soon. And you see like it's starting to become more of a thing where it's like you have to wait till you're sure, especially like superstars. But it's so hard when a team's either winning, you want to get back in the lineup, or a team's losing, you want to get back in to help. It's just like you always rush back, and then like for me, retired now, it's like you want to tell younger players, wait, man, it's going to be even worse if you come back and do it again.
Yep, 100%. And they definitely don't realize like every guy is competitive in the NHL, and every guy wants to be a part of the action, wants to be a part of helping his team win. And I guarantee you 95% of guys are coming back earlier than they should just because they want to be out there. They can't stand to watch their team play without them, and they want to be a part of success with their team. So, I mean, it's tough. And like, you should have seen some of the stuff that I was hearing from fans. Like earlier this year when I broke my leg, I broke my leg in the first period against Nashville. I played the rest of the game, and then I scored the shootout winner. Next game I sit out, and fans are like, calling me soft. Oh yeah, calling me soft because they don't release like information on what actually happened. So they're calling me soft for sitting out and stuff like that. It's not like they don't actually. A lot of people don't realize what's actually going on.
Nasher, I have to tell you, my experience is different. They used to say, "No, take your time, Biz. Just take your time as you want."
that's not surprising.
Biz,
we got you an all-inclusive vacation. If you could just get out of town for a few more weeks, more than happy.
To say that. Hey, we got Vegas tickets for you, Biz. So we know that'll kill you for at least a week.
like Rodman, I get the 48 days instead of the 48 hours. We got to remind everyone, this is the Chiclets Cup. This is the second ever live stream that we've performed. Of course, the first one being with Binnington and Colin Blackwell of the Nashville Predators. He got injured and he playing his own character in the first set. Now we got Nasher and Vinny Trochek, who's now a member of the Carolina Hurricanes. It's brought to you by DEVOUR. So everyone who just showed up, thank you for coming. Nasher, of course, being one of, if not the best esports hockey player in the world, correct? Is that like, have you been crowned?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself the best. I'm trying to get there. Right now, I would just say I'm one of the biggest streamers and just like most consistent in making content and getting out there. But next year is our goal to try to win the GWC and make a splash.
So any of these other Oh, I was just going to
For the
ask if
ball.
any of these other esports guys are like taking PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, like any shady characters that are.
I mean, not yet, man, but it's getting to that point. The prize pools are getting bigger. I think we're gonna start seeing stuff like that. You know, who's to say?
Is Adderall a thing in the esports world? Is that
You think?
I mean, not for me personally. I'm sure that there are some guys that use it. I mean, some of these guys are playing, you know, like I said, 10, 12 plus hours a day. Like trying to focus on something like this where you have to pay as much of attention as you can for as long as they do. I mean, they got to be up to something, right?
Well, I always thought it was hilarious when you go to Best Buy and next to the Xbox there's Mountain Dew and a large bag of Doritos. It's like that's like the gaming
Dude, it's
no free ads?
diet.
I'm telling you, it's changed, man. Like I was talking to some of the guys, like with the commentary stuff we do, and a lot of these guys have like started exercising a certain amount of hours a day, and really focusing on their own physical health to try to be like mentally more prepared for what they do.
Yep, everything's changing.
Who's the John Daly of esports? The guy who's just wheeling and dealing in, like a girl on each shoulder. Is there any crazy characters like that?
I mean, dude, there's some wild people. We were in Vegas. Like I know a lot of the guys got up to something. One of my best friends, good buddies, is John. His name's John Wayne, and he's from Alaska, and he just came out of nowhere and took over the tournament. And he is a party, man.
We're going to keep it PG on the live stream. And going back to the Adderall use, you better not be, because when we do the Chiclets Cup, we actually have random drug testing. So just be careful. You may get actually a knock at the door during the stream.
So he could get
that's good to know.
disqualified and I could be in.
But
That could be.
RA
You're
is
gonna
our
need
guy.
that.
That goes, RA is our guy, and he collects your piss, and then he saves it knowing it'll be good, and he uses it another time he needs it.
Oh, man.
All right, well, we hopping into game 2 here. You want me to change teams or roll the same? I think you played well, man. I think you got a shot at it for real.
I think I have a
sound.
chance.
All right, let's do it, man.
No sound.
Oh, I thought you were going to beat Japan. No, 6-0 wasn't that bad.
No, yeah,
Wasn't exactly-
I think he's got a shot at it as long as you hold off on those penalties. Really, it was just like a 5-minute period there where you let in 4
I won
goals.
a face-off at the end there too. I got one.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't get a
Salty.
goal. Are you playing goalie? Like nobody's playing goalie, right? The goalie's computer.
Yeah.
All right. I thought Nasher might actually be doing that too.
You
That'd be
can like
impressive.
if he gets a breakaway, I can like manually control my goal and try to shut him down if I want.
Don't
to.
embarrass me like that.
All right, good luck.
You don't mean that.
No, I do.
Do you gamble with people?
For gaming, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Like a lot of the top guys, they just roll wagers all day long. So like that's all they play.
Unbelievable.
You know, put $50 or whatever on a game.
I would love to watch that and then gamble with somebody else or with a
You mean like we're
pen,
doing right
or with
now?
pen. Yeah, but I'm talking like we have. Well, actually, I have $10,000 on the series, so you're right. That is really gambling. I forgot how much I could win.
Have you guys see the like kind of right when the lockdown happened, they started doing simulations where it was
Yeah,
just
I
like
did see
computers
that.
versus computers, and people were betting large sums of money on those. Where it's
Did
just
you
like
guys
a
see
50-50.
that? What was it? The Kentucky Derby that they simulated?
No, I didn't.
I don't think I did.
I thought they ran it with turtles or something.
They simulated a Kentucky Derby with all the best horses that have ever raced in the Kentucky Derby,
That's sweet.
and Secretariat won, and people were betting on that too.
I mean, I could have told you that horse won by like 35 lengths or something.
It was
crazy.
kind of close. It was kind of close.
Hey, you know how is this this might be a really stupid question or opinion, but
Can't wait for it.
as every like 10, 20, 30 years come, like it just seems like hockey players just keep getting better, bigger, stronger, faster, correct? Am I correct there?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I feel like horses probably are like staying pretty stagnant. They're just always beasts, right? Like, is the horsing community getting that much better? Or, I mean, Secretariat would still dummy everyone, right?
Well, I mean, you just have to check the times, Whit. I think you just got to check the time.
Hey, so listen,
That might be the smartest thing I've
that's a
ever
great
said.
argument for the people that say like, no, Bobby Orr's the best player to ever play hockey.
That's true. That is very
I
true.
worded that maybe not as well as I could have, but you know what I was trying to get across.
Yeah, I got
guys.
you for sure.
No, you're good. You're good. I was going to ask, is there a way to make this game more fair? Can you actually pull a player off the ice and play shorthanded, Nasher?
I mean, I can't pull a player. I could pull my tendy if you want.
Let's wait till you get up 5 and maybe dangle the carrot in front of his face.
All right.
Yeah, if you exactly 5. Oh boy,
There's
5-0.
2.
That's the rule, and then we go no goalie.
Okay.
Troch will have to get one just on an icing.
Oh, I gotta get the puck first.
We should go back to a few more fan questions here. I'm going to
It's
check
so
out.
unrealistic. Like Stalzy hasn't won a draw.
I mean, I think that's on you a little bit, right?
No, that's on him.
Mm.
I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, Stalzy snaps him back though, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
He's a talk about horses.
he's huge.
Okay,
Phenomenal quarantine beard right now.
great question here from Teddy D. Thank you for this one. Troch, what's your take on expanding playoffs and finishing this season?
What do I think should happen?
Yeah, obviously, if of course, if everything's okay, like with the doctors and they okay it, like, what do you think? Do you think like go to these these host cities and maybe how many teams should be allowed to compete in order to get into playoffs? Because, I mean, I work for the Arizona Coyotes. I don't know if you heard, and we're on the outside looking in right now, and I think that we're going to win one of our last 12 games. So, we should at least get a sniff.
Yeah, I know it's tough because it's like it's not going to be fair for somebody no matter what. I hope we finish. I really want to play. I mean, I want to finish this season. I think everybody does. I don't really know the answer. What's the best way to do it? I think the only real fair way to do it is to finish the regular season and then go into a playoff. So it's gonna be long, but I don't know.
Hey, Troch, have you been doing some old school backyard like workouts and shooting pucks and stuff? What do you?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no. Our trainer brought me a stationary bike, and those power blocks, like the dumbbells that are all in one.
Yeah, and you can make them like 14 different weights. I hated those things.
Yeah, so he brought me those and a bike, and that's literally all I have. And then I put up like a shooting tarp in my backyard, and I have like a bag of pucks and a stick handling ball and stuff.
It's like you're 12 again.
Yeah.
Oh, another goal. This
Cannon.
We're going no goalie pretty soon here, Biz.
What is it, 4-0?
I think we're at. Is it 3 or 4?
Three?
I think it's
I think
3.
it's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. I'm getting a little ahead of
I played
myself.
against that guy who scored Gavrikov in the KHL. He was on Locomotive. He was nasty. He was only playing like 16 minutes a game in the KHL, and now he's pretty solid for Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just reminded me that you played for the Saginaw Spirit, and I believe are you the only one who's ever had their jersey retired by the Saginaw Spirit?
Nah.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact.
So we both played junior in the same city. They actually had me back to drop the face-off. I never got asked to retire my jersey, though.
Yeah.
I dropped the puck. I dropped the puck too after my last year there. What a city!
So you must have lit it up then for you to get your jersey retired. You played 4 full years there?
I played 3.5. I got traded at the deadline my last year.
To make a cup run, obviously. Which team did you get traded to?
The Plymouth Whalers.
And how did it work out? Did you guys go on a little run?
We were unbelievable. We lost to the London Knights, who were also really good.
Don't get me started.
Conference finals. Our team was so stacked. Like if you heard the lineup on that team, it was ridiculous. We should have won on paper. Ricard Raquel, Stefan Nason, Tom Wilson, Ryan Hartman, Nedeljkovic is the goalie in Carolina. He's up and down the minors and in Carolina. He was our goalie. Who else? Mitchell Hurd was. He's been in and out of the AHL.
Wilson must have been a tank in junior. Was he just running guys over, beating up everyone, scoring whenever he wanted?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, obviously he killed people then, and he would score too. He was first line, unreal shot, he wasn't as much of like, he didn't run around as much like to kill guys. It was just whenever somebody acted up, he was right there to put a stop to it.
How about this question, Biz?
Oh, go ahead. Somebody told me to stop talking to Trochek because he's getting smoked. My bad, guys. Keep in mind, I bet against him, so that's why I'm distracting him.
Can Whit name a guy that he played with that had worse chicken legs than him? No. Coach, have you seen anyone like mine that had legs like mine?
I don't know. I can't even think. I don't even remember what your chicken legs look like with.
Thank God. So no, I can't. Whoever asked that. What was? Oh yeah, sorry, Troch. I meant to ask before. In the golf game, right? So I heard Shay's nasty. Is that correct?
Yep.
What are you getting shots off of him? And like, what are you guys playing for?
Probably 3 aside, and I've never played against them. I've seen him play in a group behind me, but probably.
Oh, I thought you guys went at it one time. I thought you guys had a match.
Could he play professionally if he stopped playing hockey and wanted to try it?
I mean, if he focused on just golf, I mean, the first time he played this year was at I don't know if you've ever heard Tobacco Road.
Yeah, I played there actually.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, so weird, wacky course and so many blind shots. So the first time he played, it's just like, you have no idea what you're doing. He shot a 72.
Yeah, so he's just.
And that was his first round of the summer, too.
Yeah, he sits in his room and putts. He putts all night on his putting mat for sure. He's a sicko.
Yeah, have you seen it? The mat, it's like 30 feet long. It's sick.
I actually went golfing with that Max Homa. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Great on social media. He rips on people's swings. He was telling me about this simulator golf machine that these top end pro guys have. Tiger Woods is obviously one of the guys who has like the big boy machine where the green actually it's like got hydraulics in it. So it forms to what green you're playing in the match. Isn't that crazy, Whit?
Yeah, talk about just adding something to the bucket list, getting a
what is that
hydraulic green in my basement.
What does that run you? A couple $100,000?
I think he said it was $150,000. I mean, I'd imagine Tiger Woods is getting to play it for free. I'm forgetting the name of the carts we used too, though. We were buzzing around on these. God, I'm struggling here.
Like the skateboard type thing. You're just cruising
like
around.
The hoverboard thing.
Hoverboard.
Oh, God, I'm hurt. Come back to me on. I'm going to message my buddy.
I thought you were having a heart attack there trying to remember that.
No, it sucks because when you're on the live stream and your brain just clicks out, it's not like the podcast. You're on live and all these guys are like, oh, look at this idiot talking.
Yeah, but these guys are gaming. Some people are watching the game. They're probably like, these people should shut up. Hey. Oh,
those things.
What are you showing me?
Those things.
Oh, dude, those are the best, man.
Awesome. You just buzz around the golf course and you don't have to go to your buddy's ball. And the fact that, everyone has to keep their social distance. So it worked out perfect. I was done around and, I play slow with.
What was it? Show me, Biz.
It was, I'm going to get the
like
name
a scooter, right?
Yeah, they're actually.
Like a motorcycle?
They sent Whit one, but not the golf version one, just the boot around.
Oh, fat?
Yeah, fat scooters.
Oh, they're incredible. Yeah. These Troch, they sent me one pink Whitney logoed out. I rip it over to the golf course, goes like 20, goes on the sand or on the golf course or obviously on like cement, and I just buzz around in this thing. So I didn't know. Yeah, Wally World.
They make golf cart versions of them. It was great. I had a great experience. I bailed one time, but that was on me. Had a natural birdie today, Whit, and it was either I had a DNF hole or I shot par. I think I had 7 or 8 pars today, which I know you'd be proud of me. For the next sandbagger.
7 or 8 pars and you had a birdie too.
Correct. Ask Max Homa.
That's golfing your ball, Biz.
Yeah, that Max Homa is unbelievable. He had 2 eagles. It was such a joke. I don't think he lost the ball the entire round. And if you play desert,
he ain't losing a ball very often. Those guys are sick.
So I was talking to him about guys on tour, like just interested, and we were actually talking about that Anthony Kim
Oh, the
and
guy
how
who just disappeared.
he just disappeared, and he was like the next prodigy, and like he doesn't do interviews anymore, so no one knows what happened. I'm always Go ahead.
He got a he had like an insurance payment,
Correct.
like big money. So like I think if he ever played again, he'd have to give all that money back.
And they're saying it's like north of 30 or 40 million.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, as a payout.
I thought it was closer to 15, maybe.
Well, I gave you like a rumor. I don't know if I'm not gonna.
It's got to be true.
I'm trying to put a little salt and pepper on the story here.
You read it on the internet.
Yeah. We got a question for Whit. What was it?
Oh, wait, hold on, Nash. You got to take your goalie out, dude. He's got to score a goal.
All right.
I'm on the power play too.
On the power play, we'll pull him. All right.
No mercy.
This is embarrassing.
Coach, this guy's defense is just as good as his offense.
Oh,
right?
could it be? No, there it is.
Hey, it's only fitting that Fisher gets one here. That's
Thought I had the block on you there.
Brindamore's going to have you guys in the weight room after this shit kicking, like 6 a.m. tomorrow.
They're gonna bag skate on the ice after this game.
What do you mean? We don't need to lose. We don't need to lose to hit the weight room.
Yeah, that's very true. But the time that you'd have to be at the weight room could change depending on the loss.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a great question here for Whit. What was your welcome to the league moment?
My welcome to the NHL moment?
Which league?
Come on. The jungle. The soggy sub league. No, the NHL. And actually, I'll answer that question to allow you time to think of an answer.
Oh, I got mine, but go right ahead.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, you started. I want to hear yours.
Well, you'll like and appreciate mine. Is I was skating at Joe Louis for warm-ups, obviously because I wasn't playing in the game, but I would always play the tunes before the game, and then of course do warm-up. And Nick Lidstrom stopped me, and he goes, "Hey, love the Twitter account in fucking warm-up."
Shut up! You never told me that.
I swear to God, ask him.
We interviewed him, and you didn't say that to him.
I know. I didn't want to bring it up and pump my own tires, but there you go, folks. Nick Lidstrom ever tell you he likes your social media? No,
Lidstrom. So Lidstrom's got maybe a burner account out there. Does he have his own public Twitter?
Yeah, him and Stan Bowman they share one.
That's pretty sick, though, Biz.
It was. I was honored, and then I went into the room and ate Little Caesar's pizza. No free ads. What was your welcome to the league moment?
Mine was getting called up. Woke up, flew to Jersey. Next morning, pregame skate. First NHL game. Skating around in warm-ups. My parents had driven to Jersey. They're up against the glass just in warm-ups. They would never have done that, but it was more like, hey, you did it, right? I mean, like, it was a pretty cool moment. But what happened when I really was welcomed to the actual National Hockey League was when I was put out on a 5-on-3 my first ever game with Mario Lemieux, Sidney Crosby, Mark Recchi, and I got an assist. and then in the pile, like with an assist in I think it was the first or second period, maybe second period, I'm like sitting there with Lemieux, Crosby, and Recchi. And that was when I said, holy shit, I'm in the NHL.
Wow.
I got no business with these guys.
Okay, you just bitch slapped my story right in the face.
What was yours, Troch?
My welcome to the league moment?
Yeah, something that just sticks out.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is my first NHL goal was against Jersey, 5th game. Marty Brodeur was in net, and then they pulled the goalie, and I scored my first NHL goal on an empty net, and Yogs was chasing me down.
Jaromir Jagr?
Yeah, he was in Jersey at the time.
Yeah,
and I have a picture of me skating towards an empty net with Yogs chasing me.
So, Biz, when I got sent down from Florida, Troch was in San Antonio, like lighting it up. That league was a joke for you. I remember saying, "What are you doing down here?" But it seemed to help you a little, right? I mean, were you pissed off that whole time?
No, I mean, I had a blast in San Antonio. I don't know if you remember that.
Place was fun.
It was so much fun. We had a great team, bunch of great guys. So I had a good time, and I think I 100% helped me out as a player. I don't think I'd be nearly as good, smart as I am now if it wasn't for the minors and teaches you a lot about yourself whenever you're down there.
Were you called up when Tom Rowe called me in the first intermission? Were you there
Nope,
for that?
I was there.
So I
Never
got
forget it.
scratched.
I've told that story so many times.
I got scratched down in San Antonio. So I think I might have, I took warm-ups. Or no, I did a workout. That's what it was. Did a workout, scratch, go up, sitting up top. First period ends, teams are losing. I get a phone call from the head coach. I'm like, what the hell? This guy's not screaming at me, but get down right now. Because when I shaved after I took a shower, apparently some of my hair was left in the sink. I think in the National League it might get cleaned up occasionally, but in the AHL I got the head coach making me sprint down to wash up the sink.
I want to segue that question to Nasher. Based off all this esports stuff, and now it's taking you to the NHL level, and you're doing all these special events. What was your welcome to the league moment? Like maybe meeting one of your favorite players and getting to hang out with them?
I think what comes to mind for me is honestly probably the first time that we went live on TV. So we recorded our first GWC, and actually a couple people they ended up putting it live on TV after one of the series last year, I think. So people were in the bars sending me pictures of myself on the TV, commentating an esports game. And I was like, you know what, this is getting a little too crazy for me right now. I just did not expect it to ever get anywhere near this point.
So that was basically your getting called up to that level. So you're essentially a superstar. Do you think that salaries will eventually get to what they are in real sports and esports?
Dude, I mean, some of them are getting pretty close as is already. Obviously not like the top guys, but when it comes to esports, there's teams that are buying out, mansions in California, and they have the whole team there, and they're paying you a salary, and they're paying for everything that you would ever need to play. And I think the league's kind of heading to that point. The NBA 2K League's already doing that, and hopefully the NHL will get there at some point too.
Is there camera crews around the house as well following when they're not on the stream?
I think so. I think they do kind of a behind the scenes, and they all have their own channels and socials, and it's sort of a reality show going on at all times of the day there.
We should start a team, and maybe they can hang out in your basement, and that's where they'll film out of.
Yeah, that'd go great. I'm sure that I'd have room once I get in my hydroculator greens for a simulator.
Actually, Taylor Pyatt was one of the other guys golfing with us today, and he said when MJ filmed The Last Dance that all those rooms they rented houses around his area. He wouldn't allow the crew to come inside of his complex or whatever, compound. Excuse me. So that's why he kept bouncing around. Yeah, he's a very private guy. Just because we got on the mansion discussion, that kind of brought me there. 6-story biz.
He's probably
hey, so Nasher's gonna walk through the Chiclets Cup.
Yeah, he is.
Presented by DEVOUR.
I wouldn't count this as a good judge, but
no, there's some good players. Who else is on the list here? Do you guys know yet?
We can't give it away. We release it at 2:00 the day of Tuesday,
Okay.
Fridays, 8 p.m. 2:00.
I know there's some good players out there. It is not by any means going to be a walk.
No, just this one. Yeah, but Specky's got the puck.
Hey, at least you got one on the board there.
Yeah, thanks for the.
Nasher, can I ask you a stupid question? But are you a Rick Nash fan, or is that your name? I'm sorry.
No, I am. I mean, I somewhat regret it. I actually made this. So it was back in 2003. It was my first ever username on an online site.
Don't regret it. Nasher's a great.
It's a good nickname, but it's just it feels kind of weird using his name and likeness. You know what I mean? A little bit, but
yeah.
No, that is where it came from. Yeah.
Have you ever met him? Hey, I'm Nasher. Hey, Nasher.
I have not. His wife actually started coming into the hockey facility we train at, and I'm good friends with the owners there, and she's asked about me. So I think it is gonna come at some point here.
Yeah. Who's the guy who stole? They're looking for a check. Can't be taking his name and likeness.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, is that it, guys? Is that game over?
That is game 2.
Just
that's
a dominating performance. You got your $50 back, Biz. That was a tough one. Jeez.
Oh, yo, we got the player highlights up on the screen. That's nice.
Oh,
Goose with the 5 goals.
Hey, funny enough, golf talk. Gustav Nyquist the best golfer in the NHL, bar none.
You think?
Oh yeah, I played where Turnberry, beautiful course in Scotland. I played out of my tree, shot even par in the wind. He shot 5 under. And I was like, oh my God, like just a different level. He went to the St. Andrews Golf Academy when he was like 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
That's unreal.
So we got to
Nasher, what a shit kicking. Great job. Sorry, Biz. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to recap everything. So this is our second game or second live stream, excuse me. We've yet to go to a final third game. This one was a piss pumping. You better
It wasn't that bad.
It really was.
I got lost by 5.
Right. Before the
it
stream,
like
he acted like it was going to be 20, 30 goals. Like he's a good player. I think you got a lot of potential, especially in this lockdown, if you keep playing at it.
Nasher.
Well, you didn't allow a goal with a goalie in the net, Nasher. Now, for all these young streamers that are watching this, what would be your advice as to how to practice to become an elite esports player like yourself? Other than, of course, practice. What do they have?
Talking to me, right?
Yeah. Biggest thing is honestly just to watch. Like turn on. Don't watch Grinelli, obviously, but watch a lot of the NHL streamers that are playing right now. Most of the guys that are streaming it are really good guys and really good players. So tuning in to watch them and kind of just study up what they do and then get on and try for yourself.
Troch is a not what to do. So we already know.
Right.
Yeah, don't go against Nasher 5 days into your playing career.
Yeah, listen, they dealt you a bad hand here, for sure. I think you play anyone else, you might come out on top.
You basically, hey, Troch, you just played a 4-5 in the jungle and then got called up to play Monday night in the show.
3-3, game in Santa Ana, game in OKC, back in Santa Ana at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and then fly to Florida and play for the Panthers that night. That's what you were dealt. No chance.
Yeah. Ian
thank you
texted
so
me
much,
earlier
guys.
and was like, hey, how did you agree to this? Like, back out. It was like 3 hours ago. I'm like, I can't just back out at 5
That would have been a power move. MJ might have backed out. That would have been a power move. Hey, guys, I'm not doing this.
We got to thank our sponsor, DEVOUR, another successful Chiclets Cup live stream. The next time we'll be back, will be on Tuesday. Once again, we are not announcing who the players are until 2 p.m. Eastern time that afternoon. Congratulations to Nasher. You will be advancing. You are my dark horse for this entire tournament.
Appreciate that, Biz.
I will be riding your coattails and making a lot of money off of you and mucking down on tons of DEVOUR while we do so. We have a special night tonight. Every Friday, we're going to be doing the Pink Whitney Power Hour. Of course, Ryan Whitney created his own drink called the Pink Whitney, and we're bringing on an NHLer, Michael Del Zotto, also a Stanley Cup champion. So that's back-to-back weeks we've had Stanley Cup champions on. Binnington and now his teammate Michael Del Zotto, or former teammate, I should say. So what we're going to be doing is he's going to be taking over our IG Live, but at the same time, he's going to remain on the stream as well as and you guys can stick around if you want to enjoy the party as well. He's going to be playing tunes directly on the IG Live and then taking breaks. He'll remain on the IG Live, but he'll be doing all the talking on this Twitch stream. He's going to have a couple of his teammates stop by, talk about songs that they used to request in the locker room because DJ Del Zotto has taken on the DJing aspect of the game. So he's the one who gets all the tunes in the locker room and Whit, you can attest to this. The pregame tunes, that was my job as well during my time in the National Hockey League. It is an important aspect of it.
It's a necessity. You can't get fired up to go out there and just be wheeling around, making plays, being a game changer if you don't have music just firing you up in the room. I can listen
job
to
in the league.
too.
Hardest job in the league.
Or most important, maybe. Hardest.
You can't please anybody.
Well, before
please everybody. Sorry.
Before Calvin Harris, I was the highest paid DJ in the world. I was making $725 with the Arizona Coyotes. And then it really started popping off, and they started the whole nightclub thing, and I got crazy. It's all gone, Pete Tong, that kind of stuff. But we're going to have DZ on. We're going to keep doing it. I think we got Loud Luxury to commit to doing one in the future. So every Friday after this live stream, we're going to transfer it right over. We're going to start a new one. You could find it on our social channels. And, of course, on the IG Live is where we're going to do the silent disco. You can put your headphones on. You can grab a nice bottle of Pink Whitney, and we can have a good time. Troch, you going to stick around or no?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Perfect. Nasher, what about you? Nasher, what would be your one come out song if you were coming out Staples Center and they were throwing this big NHL 20 tournament and you got to come out with like a robe on? What would be your intro song?
You know what? My high school senior day walkout song was "Not Afraid" by Eminem. Just an all-time classic. Been a while since I've thrown that one on, but that's got to be it.
Okay. What about you, Troch? What was your go-to before going out to the ice?
When I was younger, it was always "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. So Eminem's getting a big shout out here.
Wow.
That was 8 Mile, the soundtrack 8 Mile?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a banger. I always like to go watch they actually had a scene when they were filming when the crowd was getting bored, where if you have the DVD, you can go into like the extra footage where he actually battle rap civilians that were getting bored in the crowd while this happened, and Eminem was doing it with like the fake
During
mic.
that movie filming?
During the movie filming. So he turned off his mic to go against these people and they started booing him in the crowd, right? So he was like, "Oh yeah," turned his mic on, and he ended up roasting 3 people. They brought 3 people up, and it was like a real one. So if you have the movie 8 Mile, go to the DVD and go look for that scene, and it's pretty gnarly to see his like real skills come out, because I mean they were written for the actual movie itself, and it was nonetheless still incredible. But the fact that he was able to turn it on in real life and just roast these people was very impressive.
That was probably easy for him.
So big shout out to Eminem. We are going to be jumping off this live stream. Thank you to everyone. Whit, you drove the bus perfectly. Big thank you for that intro. DEVOUR, of course, our sponsor. And we will see you here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, we're sending out a link for the Pink Whitney Power Hour right after this. So we'll see you there in a few minutes.
Troch, Nasher, great seeing you guys. Thank you.
Yep, appreciate you, boys. Thanks.
See ya.